What's up, everyone? This is All Destroyer 229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we once again were developing our bonds and confidants. As the days are actually starting to tick down in a little bit more of an... Well, let's just say it's a little bit more urgent now that we only have about 10 days to do this. Am I worried? Hell no! In this episode, we are going to continue to not go and enter the palace by starting off by heading on into the library. First, we are returning the Cthulhu book, and then we are going to grab Arsene again. Now that we've maxed out all of our stats, it's not really necessary to go about and, well, read anything. But there is an achievement for reading all of the books in the game, and so, you know, even though this is definitely not a playthrough that will go about and, like, get every single trophy, I'm still gonna try to, like, get as many trophies as I can over the course of the game. Or at least what would constitute as getting all the trophies. Since, like I said, I've got most all of them. Only one that doesn't involve New Game Plus. And then the couple that do are the ones that I'm missing. However, today we are off to Akihabara. Because today we are going to be spending our time with Shinya.
Hey!
Oh, he seems excited. So today we're going to be doing exactly that.
Hey!
Really? Definitely glad to hear that.
Actually...
Hmm? No, Shinya. It doesn't mean that you're weird. Losing is just a part of life. Oftentimes you learn more because of loss. You're not weird at all. All it means is that you've matured.
Huh?
You could also say, no, that makes sense, and you'd get the same amount of points. Oh, and what's that? Aww. Well, I mean, all in a day's work, I suppose. After all, winning and losing, I mean, in the end, sometimes it doesn't matter. Yes, it sucks when you lose, but more often than not, it's not the end of the world. And oftentimes you learn a lot more from a loss than from a win. And a loss allows you to grow, well, more. You can learn from your mistakes, learn about your weaknesses. Oftentimes, losing does help you a lot more than winning does. Winning just shows that what you've done worked in that situation. But you can't win all the time.
Hey,
Yeah, I remember him. Well, it's simple. All he cares about is winning. And it doesn't matter what it will take. He has to win at all costs.
uh-huh.
Glad to hear about that. Okay, see ya. And yeah, don't need any more stat boosts. I'm still excited over that.
Later.
Later, Shinya. Grant, I still think I may have overreacted a little bit when we got to, like, max guts. Because upon looking at my notes again, I'm not sure there's actually another instance where I raised guts. So, I don't think I was ahead, I think I made it just in time. Go me. Anyway, what exactly are we going to be doing this evening? Well, this evening, we are going to head on over to Shinjuku. Specifically, Crossroads. It's been a while, but today we are going to go and talk to Oya.
Hey.
Just going to go through all the different confidants that we can now progress further. There's a reason why I went into Mementos. Anyway, this evening we're going to be spending our time with her.
Come on, sit.
Okay, okay. Wait, seriously? I mean, does it matter? Aren't you happy that you can just go back to your investigation? By the way, it didn't matter how I responded, that or the next two. Did I? I don't exactly remember asking his name. What? Thank God she's alive. A mental hospital? Huh. That's not like you, Oya. Well, I'm glad I could help you. Well, that took a turn. Well, she should go see Kayo. After all, she's in pursuit of the truth of what happened, and about the truth of their original investigation. Even if it's hard, sometimes you just have to face the truth, no matter how painful it may be. Very well, whatever helps you out. And we get some more useless charm.
Well then.
Later, Oya.
Hi.
And now it's time for more free time, thanks to Kawakami.
What do you want to do?
So what are we doing? Well, we're gonna do what we always do with Kawakami's free time. We're gonna read. So now any of the 2 spots we can actually read through. I mean, we still have a few things like the ghost encounters, the wise men's words. Actually, I suppose if I hadn't gotten the guts that I needed, the ghost encounters probably would have helped. That would have been kind of like a last-ditch effort. But since I don't need that, instead, I'm finally going to read this book on Arsene.
Oh.
To be honest, I have actually been, like, reading books on Arsene myself, and they are very interesting stories. Not the easiest books to read, mind you, but they're not super difficult either. Alright. Honestly, I'm at the point where it's like he's in this, like, duel of wits with Sherlock Holmes, or Herlock Sholmes, as the case may be. And it's really cool and really interesting.
You got it.
So there we go, just kind of a more basic version of the getting extra time, but honestly, like, you should have both by this point.
Hey.
Anyway, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Actually, I think I was wondering, it's like, what time were my plans due? And I think they were due on the 13th. Anyway, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, we've got 2 people that we could potentially hang out with, and we are going to talk to Haru. Unfortunately, like, the party members don't exactly have, like, unique dialogue options, because it's always just go to them and then maybe head on into the palace. But no, we are going to be just progressing forward through Haru's confidant today. No, I don't mind at all. So today, we're gonna be doing exactly that.
Thank you.
Fine by me, let's go. With all this knowledge on coffee, you think you can make some for me? Anyway, you could also say, that's fascinating, and you'd get the same amount of points.
To be honest,
Really? So, everything with Akumura Foods was explicitly your father? Huh. I had no idea.
but
Black image? You mean black like coffee?
huh?
I was... Never mind. There you go. Now you could also say that would be bad and you'd get the same amount of points.
And
Well then, we'll be counting on you more from now on, Haru. And she gets Harrison recovery. Yay! I mean, we have heard in the past that, like, her grandfather wasn't exactly the greatest businessman. And when you are running a business, you do need to keep a balance. You need to concern yourself with the welfare of your employees and customers, but you also need to learn how to turn a profit. Alright. Her grandfather was bad in terms of the business department, but her father was absolutely atrocious in the humanitarian department. Well, Haru at least recognizes kind of the fault of both, and perhaps one day she can strike a balance where both of them failed. Anyway, she now gets Harrison recovery. Woot. Crap. See, you haven't changed a bit.
That's...
You have nothing to apologize for. That guy is rotten to the core. Didn't matter how I respond to that one. I'd argue on that last point. Don't say things like that, Haru. You have to be strong. He said you have until spring before this marriage happens. You have until then to be able to get out of it. You have time. Just... you can't lose faith. Sure, I don't blame you.
Goodbye.
Later, Haru. Well, that was kind of a downer note at the end.
Ah, you're
Oh.
back.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while I'm
Oh yes, I'm so lucky, Ryuji. Shut up.
I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it always be burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter.
Well, I can't be as good luck as I have with those crane games now, can I? Anyway, what exactly are we going to be doing this evening? Well, this evening we are actually going to read again. So what exactly are we reading? Well, in this case, we're actually going to go and just knock out a lot of these books. So a lot of the different books that we have are basically ways to unlock some hangout spots. However, not all of them are actually, well, useful. In fact, most of these aren't useful anymore. For example, if we go to the Museum of Stars,
Hey,
this tells us about the planetarium in Ikebukuro. So, if we read this book before we had access to it, we would be able to unlock it. Alright. And if it's redundant, it is automatically read. So, we don't have to worry about it anymore, and it does technically count as reading it. So for that trophy, it counts. So we're going to knock out the museum, we're going to knock out the weekend parks,
hey,
which basically tells us about Inokashira Park. Alright. Next, we are going for the Musty Pages,
hey.
which unlocks Jinboko. Alright. And that's it, actually. Well, in terms of, like, well, places that we've been to. I think there's a few of these that are also things that we've unlocked. However, we'll get to some of those at a little bit of a later time. For now, we are going to read, someplace that will unlock something new. The Fish Pond Spotter.
Make sure your clothes up.
Hey, hey! Oh!
And now we have a brand new hangout spot, Ichigaya. So Ichigaya is an interesting hangout spot because, kind of like Jinboko, you can just go here for a dedicated activity. It's not really used in any sort of confidant, nor do I think does going here is necessary to get any sort of hangout item. But there is a trophy that's associated with this area. It'll be a while before we actually go out and do that, but we will go ahead and take a look at that at a little bit of a later point. Alright. Basically, it unlocks fishing! So remember fishing in Persona 4? Well, it comes back to a certain degree. I might. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go to bed.
Hiya!
Oh, morning on. No. I still have a few other things to take care of first, but we will head in there soon. Trust me. Will do.
By the way,
Yes?
do you know the answer?
Over the phone? Yeah. It's because over the phone, the voice is heavily processed.
Well done.
Nice going!
So, yeah. Very interesting how technology works in that way. Also, like... yeah, it's weird whenever you hear your own voice. But honestly, after doing videos for 8 years, or almost 8 years, you kind of get used to it, like, really quickly. So, like, I'm not even bothered by hearing my own voice, simply because I do my own editing, and I hear my own voice and recording on a regular basis. It's just one of those things you get used to.
I see.
Indeed they can be.
Hey,
Okay, so what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, we certainly have a list of options to go for. But first things first, we are going to head on over to the library because I forgot to do this yesterday. And we're going to return the book on Arsene. And then, Well, there's only really one other book we can get. And that's the book on Milady. Okay, so now we've got that, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, speaking of Milady... Today, we are going to be spending our time with Haru again.
My.
Yes, we're gonna hang out. No, we're not here for vegetables. No, we're not hanging out into a palace. Haru? Oh, yeah, sure. So today, once again, we're spending our time with Haru.
Thank you.
Hmm? Holy crap. Haru, you look exhausted. It didn't matter how you responded to that one. Haru!
But
Haru, let me ask you something. Don't think of it as a matter of success or failure. Honestly ask yourself, what do you want to do? With regards to your company, with regards to your future, what do you want? In that case, tell him that. Let him know what you want for these cafes.
excuse me?
Didn't matter how you responded to that one. Or the next one, to be honest. I do. You can do it, Haru. I believe in you.
Yes.
Good luck, Haru. I know you can do it. Okay, well... I mean, even though she is a high schooler, she is also majority shareholder. So, she kinda does have quite a bit of power. Anyway, for reaching rank 7, we now get soil improvement. So now, being able to grow vegetables won't take as much time. Which means we can get even more SP recovery items very quickly.
Oh.
What's that? Well, I have faith in you. I can wait.
Now, shall we return home?
Later, Haru.
Ah, you're back.
Okay, so now that that's taken care of, we've been going on for quite some time. So even though I would like to get one more thing done today, I think it might just be better to save that for next time and then just do it then. I'm gonna buy a couple of sodas, and next time on Let's Play Persona 5. After we're done with this evening's activity, we are going to head into the palace. No more dawdling, no detours into mementos, no more doing confidants, even though we're also going to be doing that right before because we have to get through this evening. No, we are going to head on into the palace. We have just over a week to get this taken care of. So we kind of need to get going on actually infiltrating the palace. So next time, it's casino time. Until next time, everyone, take care.